Egide. I work for the UNHCR, the United Nations High Commission for Refugees. Specifically, I work in the resettlement unit. Here in Burundi, we have refugees from Congo, from Rwanda, and from Uganda who fled their countries many years ago. Some of them are in the exile over 20 years. So these refugees cannot go back to their countries because the violence is still ongoing. UNHCR actually work in partnership with the resettlement countries such as the US, Canada, England. My work is to travel to one of those refugee camps. We have 4 of them. I go there to conduct interviews with eligible refugees so that we can make presentable resettlement cases that we submit to one of those countries. They are in place where local integration is impossible, and returning to their countries is also impossible. So resettlement is the only one option to actually have these people rebuild their lives. When I was a little boy, I went through tough times because this country has been going through civil war, and for decades, for one reason, I don't know, I lost my parents in those circumstances, and therefore I felt like I was obliged to actually try to help those people who are right now going through the same tragedies and the same problems that I witnessed when I was still young. When something happens, it has just happened, but you have option as to how you go for it. Either you can choose to utilize your tragedy to help other people, or you can choose the other way around, maybe to harm people, but this was not my choice. This area where I'm working, I am meeting people, young people, and I'm meeting children who lost all their parents as well, who have lost everything, who are trying to rebuild their story and their life and their narrative. So when I am with them, I try to also share with them my story and show them that despite what they went through, it is still possible for them to rebuild their life. I show them that it's possible to turn around one's life every time. So that's why I prefer to work in this area, because it is an area where I am connected to humans and I create a bond with them. This is why I even decided to create my non-profit organization, because right now I am sponsoring 13 children. I put them to private school so that they can have access to quality education, because these children, some of them, they are victims of civil war, others, they are victims of pandemics. But now that they are having access to quality education, I trust and I believe that when they grow up, they will be agents of change, contributors to society. What happened in 2015 here, like the civil society or the non-profits organizations, nearly all of them have been shut down. Some of them were closed down, many of them. So the founders have been exiled and others are not functioning properly. I'm living in a country where, politics has more weight over people. One day we will have a world which is completely transformed and a world which is completely free from any form of manipulation and from any form of dictatorship, because people like you and I are standing up to say no to what happened, and we are standing together, joining hands together to say, let us try to create a new era.